just across the parking lot from Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey at the Continental Airlines Arena. This is where the New Jersey Gladiators play in the Arena Football League. And as we mentioned, today is their home opener. We're awfully happy to have you with us. I'm Brad Sham, and today the Dallas Desperados try to make it 2 in a row to start the season. And we're happy to have Michael Irvin back with us again. Last week, the Desperados took care of the Carolina Cobras. Mike, from everything we can tell, this is going to be a little step up for the Desperados.
Yes, and that step up starts on defense. This is a much more physical team on defense, an attacking defensive line that will attack the line of scrimmage in hopes of getting to Desperado quarterback Andy Kelly. Behind them is probably one of the best secondaries in the AFL. The coaches have so much confidence in them that they even flop the corners, and that's a rarity in this league. On offense, it starts with quarterback Jay McDonough, who spent a lot of time in AFL too with the head coach Frank Hagee, and he's comfortable with his style. And every time he drops back, he likes quick passes. And the passes are headed in the direction of his #1 wide receiver, who happens to wear #1, and that'll be Mike Horacek. And he is one of the best receivers in this league, good enough to have won AFL Player of the Year in 2000.
We'll talk about the Desperados' great start last week in Carolina in just a moment. But first, from the Continental Airlines Arena, our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's a rainy day in the New York metropolitan area, but a few thousand fans will come in to get out of that rain here at Continental Airlines Arena for the Gladiators home opener. And what they'll see is a Dallas Desperados team that got off to a great start last week against the Carolina Cobras.
Yes, and it was quick. And it started with Andy Kelly at quarterback, who had just a great game. You see his stats. He completed 21 passes for 259 yards. And also, he made some great throws in the end zone. That one to Bernard Holmes. One of his favorite targets will be the offensive specialist wearing that 88 Diallo Burks. You see the touch. He had 5 catches for 86 yards last week. You see him here just making a great over-the-shoulder catch from Andy Kelly. One of the best offensive line, defensive linemen in this league is Tom Briggs, most expressive player of the week last week, making a rarity in this league, which is a sack. He's a hustling player that plays all the time. Somebody you should be pretty familiar with is Shante Carver. And Shante Carver played great on defense, scoring a touchdown. And in this league, you know, you got to play both ways. He did that and did that well enough to go on offense and also score a touchdown.
Well, there are a lot of interesting things that happen at an Arena League football game. A lot of them are on the field, like the ones Michael was just talking about, and some of them are off the field, and the Desperados hope to make a little history. And to tell you about some of that, let's bring in the third member of our broadcast team, Julie Cash. Julie?
Hi, Brad. Well, we do have some expansion team news for you here. Now, the Desperados are one of only 3 teams that have won their first home game. So if the Desperados win here, we're hoping that they'll go on to win an Arena Bowl game. Now, the Tampa Bay Storm were the first expansion team to win their home game and go on to an Arena Bowl where they were defeated. Now, the New Jersey Gladiators, who the Desperados are playing today, also won their first game as an expansion team. They went to the first round of playoffs but were eliminated. So again, hoping the Desperados capture a win today. They'll go on to the Arena Bowl and make history. Back to you, Brad.
All right, Julie, thanks very much. We do get a little ahead of ourselves since there hasn't been a home game yet, but that'll be next week. By the way, we just want to let you know, this fine garment that Mr. Irvin is wearing, these will be the shirts that the Desperado coaches will be wearing next week at the American Airlines Center and at home all year. And all of the Dallas Cowboys pro shops are selling these. It's a shameless plug, yes, but for the first Desperados home game, we think we can get away with it. Now let's talk a little bit about some things you may or may not be familiar with, and those are the rules of arena football. We know some of you are experts and some of you not so much. So there are some things that are different, and we'll start with the size of the field because it's not the same as an NFL field.
Yeah, it's like we said last week, this field is 1/4 of the size of a regular NFL field. It's 50 yards long, 85 feet wide, with the end zones only 8 yards deep. You can fit 4 fields, as you see on the diagram, 4 on a regular NFL field.
Now there are some rules that are the same, like 4 15-minute quarters, and one that's different is that clock keeps running until the last minute of the half. There'll be no punting. You either go for it or try a field goal on 4th down. 1 foot will get you completion like college football, and the overtime rules a little different from the NFL. 4 men are inactive for each team. There are some other things that go on in arena football that we'll tell you about as we go along, but we're about ready to play with the New Jersey Gladiators in their red and gray kicking off, and the Desperados in their road white and blue receiving. And Bernard Holmes, number 24, is down there in the middle of your screen on the right-hand side, right in front of the word Gladiators. He'll be receiving the kick from Steve Viditek. The Desperados 1-0, and later we're going to show you the scores from this weekend and the standings in the Arena League, but only one other team in the Western Division of the American Conference, which is where the Desperados live, is 2-0. So Dallas would be tied for first in the division with San Jose going into its home opener next week if they can win today in New Jersey. We're very happy to have you with us. We'll keep you updated on everything that's going on today, starting first and foremost with this Desperados second road game. Here comes Viditek. And they have stopped it because we are being told that they are waiting a couple of more minutes. We're not entirely sure why, but there is Steve Viditek, the veteran kicker for the Gladiators. This is his 7th year in the Arena League and 5 of them in New Jersey. Now, this is only the 2nd year of the New Jersey Gladiators franchise, but it is not only the 2nd year for arena football here, because the owners of the Gladiators just took over a couple of years ago and they renamed the team. That's why you'll see references to New Jersey teams going back several years. They were the Red Dogs, among other things. But now they're the Gladiators, technically in their 2nd year of existence. And we can tell you the offensive starting lineup for the Dallas Desperados, who are going to have the football first. They will have Andy Kelly at quarterback. Andy will be wearing number 8 in the blue and white. There's the bench area for the Desperados. And that's Will McClay, the defensive coordinator, who is wearing the baseball cap. There's that lineup, and the specialists don't have to play defense. And except for the quarterback, they can change the designation of the specialist as the game goes along. But Michael, that line, a 3-man line, Briggs, Norwood, and Carver, they're going to have to hold off a pretty athletic and aggressive New Jersey defensive front.
Yes, and one of these guys must designate as the tight end. And last week we saw Shante Carver designated as the tight end as he went out for a pass and scored a touchdown following his block.
And by the way, for those of you who have not seen Arena League football before, that designation happens on every play by one of the offensive guards holding his hand up before the play. And that's how they know who the tight end is, and only the linebacker opposite him in the box is allowed to rush. Now we're ready, and Viditek kicks off Holmes off the nets for the Desperados. Bernard Holmes to about the 7-yard line. The objective, as it is in every level of football, is to score a touchdown. But in the Arena League, you can get about 80% scoring rates. Here's Andy Kelly. And, Michael, he was outstanding for the Desperados at quarterback last week.
Just a great game. He continued to make the great throw outside. The Cobras kept giving him the opportunity to make the throw, seeing if he could beat them, and he did exactly that.
You also saw Tom Luganbill, the offensive coordinator, run out onto the field. And if you haven't seen arena football, that's another new thing to you. But part of this game, there's one coach allowed on the field for each team at all times. Obviously, they stay out of the way. So the Desperados, 1st and 10, the first play of the game. McCullough in motion. And Kelly looking deep and overthrew Diallo Burks. There was a little mix-up in communication, I think, between Kelly and McCullough, because Kelly thought McCullough had stopped the route.
And McCullough was wide open, Brad. The DB looked like he fell. What they did was when they went across the field. If you watch, if you can see down in the bottom lower right hand corner, you can't see it, but McCullough was wide open, and he went to Diallo. It was definitely a miscommunication.
So it's 2nd down and 10, and again it's McCullough in motion. And McCullough dropped that one, and he won't drop many. But he had the defensive specialist Damon Mason, number 9, right on his back. And here is the defensive starting lineup. And Mark Williams, the other defensive specialist, is from Wilmer Hutchins. And he is a big Cowboys fan. And there's the rest of the starters: Ashley Pope, Bowden Moore, Janik, and Jamar Ward. You'll be able to tell Jamar Ward. He's a big one, number 96. But now the Desperados look at a 3rd down and 10 after the rare drop by McCullough. There's Andy Kelly. From the Dallas 7, Bernard Holmes is in motion. It's intercepted by Mark Williams from Wilmer Hutchins. Touchdown, New Jersey. There is a flag down. And it's against the Desperados. They'll turn it down, and this game is starting all different than last week's.
Oh, but we were talking about an aggressive defense early.
Illegal defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's a defense that's trying to take any advantage it can get, obviously. But
and my mistake, I thought he signaled that against Dallas. Wipe out the touchdown.
Yes. And on the replay, you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, the secondary, they have a lot of confidence in this secondary. This secondary was playing bump and run coverage. Andy Kelly threw the ball, and Mike Williams jumped that ball, and it was in the end zone.
Well, the ball now is at the 12, and still scoreless. And Kelly deep for Holmes, and that's intercepted by Williams. But it'll be at the New Jersey 8-yard line. And looks like Mark Williams is shaken up. And last week, Michael, one of the things that went really right for the Desperados was not turning the ball over at all.
And the turnovers are key in this game. But right here, Andy Kelly, there must have been a miscommunication again, because Diallo Burks stopped, and Mark Williams, if we look at a second look here, Mark Williams, who was playing Diallo Burks short, you'll see him coming the screen right here. He just kept falling back, and he fell right back in the pass that was intended for Bernard Holmes and made a great interception, but he's hurt on the play.
And they'll attend to Mark Williams from Wilmer Hutchins. We are scoreless in New Jersey in the 1st quarter.
Hey, Boitano, LT, check it out. $1.
So what can you get for $1 these days? A phone call?
Your autograph?
Whoa, guys, wait. For just 99 cents, you can get great food. Like my Big Texas cheeseburger with mustard instead of mayo, loaded with pickles and melting cheese.
Sow cow.
This spring, Lowe's is improving home improvement. Only Lowe's carries Swift Lock flooring by Armstrong. Beautiful laminate flooring that goes together in a snap. No glue, no mess. And Lowe's promises low prices every day. Guaranteed. Use your Lowe's card and make no payments and pay no interest until January 2003. Just ask for the coupon. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
0-0, 12:35 left first quarter. Mark Williams has just trotted off the field, thank goodness.
And if you look right in the center of your screen, you see Mark Williams was playing Diallo Burks, but he drops off Diallo Burks and right in the path of Bernard Holmes' pass. That was a pass that was intended for Bernard Holmes and made a great interception.
So New Jersey's first possession is at the 8-yard line as you look at the Dallas bench, and McDonough, their quarterback, completes it for a yard, and the tackle is finally made by McCullough after being missed by Hassan Shamsuddin, who's one of the two defensive specialists for the Desperados, along with Lamar Grant and the rest of those fellas. They have to play both ways and on the kicking teams. Lunsford is not on the field. That is Bernard Holmes who is on the field in that spot for Dallas. And here's McDonough back to throw, and deep and overthrown for number 6, Alvin Ashley. And let's have a look at the New Jersey Gladiators offensive starting lineup. McDonough, a guy who played in Buffalo in this league a couple of years ago, but has been with his new coach, Frank Hagee, for the last couple of years in Arena 2 in the minor leagues, on a Quad Cities team that only lost one game and won a championship. And Mike Horacek, as Michael Irvin mentioned at the beginning of our telecast, is number 1, and he's the offensive specialist. And there's a good look at Jay McDonough from Western Michigan on third down and 7. And Horacek with a first down all the way up near midfield, which in arena football is the 25-yard line. Hassan Shamsuddin, the tackle, number 2.
You see Jay McDonough, every time he steps back, his first target will be number 1, Mike Horacek, who just really, he goes down on just about a 10-yard hitch. You'll see on the second look right in the middle of your screen. And they have such great timing. They play together. They have their timing down real good. As soon as he turned around, that ball was already in there.
And the clock has stopped for an equipment problem. Tom Briggs is getting a retape job very quickly. Clyde Howard and the Dallas bench. Great job as always by Brian Zettler, the trainer. And now Briggs is ready to go, and that's why the clock had stopped at 10:27. If you've joined us along the way, we are scoreless after the Desperados threw an interception on the first possession of the game. And this is New Jersey's first possession from their 8, where they took the interception. Number 6, Alvin Ashley, coming in motion. McDonough, the quarterback. And there's a drop by Ashley. So, Mike, we can't blame the rain outside in New Jersey, but McCullough has dropped one for the Desperados, and Ashley let that one go through his hands here.
And if you look at the replay from the end zone, it's just a quick out, the timing. Bernard Holmes, they're playing so far off the receiver that all they're telling the receiver, they told Alvin Ashley, just go down and turn around, quick out. He just happened to drop that pass.
It is 2nd and 10. Horacek's in motion, and Ashley dropped another one. There is also a flag right up on the line of scrimmage. It's offside, and I believe, Michael, it was the motion man receiver who jumped offside.
Yes, that's one of the drawbacks from having an opportunity.
Offense, number 1. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
That's one of the negatives of being able to go in motion. It's got to be perfect timing, and obviously that time it was not perfect time.
Would you have ever been able to get the hang of that if they'd let you go forward?
I sure would have liked the opportunity to try. You know?
It'd give you a little edge. There's also a 25-second clock that speeds the game up. Here's 3rd and 10. And that one, a first down at the 10-yard line, and the 3rd time the charm for Alvin Ashley in his 4th year in New Jersey and his 9th year in arena football. So he ought to know how to run those routes.
And if you look at the bottom of your screen, you see Alvin Ashley, he was in motion, and he just went down and hooked up at 14 yards. Bernard Holmes and Will McClay, he must get these guys up and play a little more aggressive on defense. He's giving them way too much room to just play pitch and catch.
8:37 in the first quarter, scoreless, but New Jersey is at the Dallas 11. Ashley in motion. Little late pressure, and a flag is down in the end zone. Number 90, Bernard Holsey was the man putting the pressure on for Dallas, but there's a flag in the end zone.
Well, and Jay McDonough got the ball off quick because he's got some pressure coming right up the middle of the field. It looks like a hold in there, Brad. They missed.
Now Holsey, a guy who played for the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. Now what's the penalty?
Formation, both lined up too wide. 5-yard penalty, first down.
An illegal formation. Obviously, we had some problems with the referee's mic, but Holsey was not the problem. It sounded to me like somebody lined up too wide outside the box.
Right, and that's what he called. No, Holsey was not the problem. As a matter of fact, he was the answer. He got a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
It is first down and goal, and a running play. Ashley stopped by Carver, and the ball is loose. New Jersey got it back. That's one reason that they don't run a lot in this league. Things like that happen.
Yeah, and I think it was a well-designed run. It was more of a reverse with Ashley. If he could have got outside, he had an opportunity to make something happen. But this field is too short to be reversing field. And now he's down with the big guys. But fortunately, they have one of those bounces that bounce right into the hands of the down lineman. That could have been disastrous for New Jersey Gladiators,
Chris Janik, 54, the center, recovered it. Shante Carver did a great job of turning Ashley back inside. So it's second down and goal. McDonough to the one, and that's a touchdown to James Bowden. And the Gladiators are on the board first. Hassan Shamsuddin, the man who finally tackled him.
You see the replay. They're getting good pressure. They're giving them so much room. These guys are just going down 6-7 yards. Like you see James Bowden did, hooking up. And Jay McDonough, he's hitting them every time.
Viditek for the extra point with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter. And our first score is the New Jersey Gladiators 7, the Dallas Desperados nothing.
Between the Dallas Desperados and the New Jersey.
When you're on the go as much as this guy, you don't have time to worry about your calling plan. With Singular Nation, never pay long distance, never pay roaming. It's that simple. Sign up with Singular Nation and get 3,500 bonus minutes. Singular Wireless. What do you have to say?
For the 25th anniversary of F-150's reign as best-selling truck, your Texas Ford dealers would like to propose a toast to Chevy, Dodge, and all you other truck guys. Here's mud in your eye. 25 years as the best-selling truck. Get it now with $2,500 cash back or 0% financing. Only at your Texas Ford dealer. Today's game
between the Dallas Desperados and the New Jersey Gladiators is brought to you by Singular Wireless. What do you have to say? And by your North Texas Ford dealers, home of the official vehicles of the Dallas Desperados.
Well, it's not a surprise that New Jersey got some offense going with McDonough. They scored 51 points last week. They just lost to Buffalo. So Viditek kicks off a little short. And Holmes out to the 15-yard line, to the 17-yard line. And that's where the Desperados will put it in play. Last week against Carolina, Dallas was in front first, 6-0. And the Desperados never trailed in the game. Let's listen in to Andy Kelly and Tom Luganville.
Oh, we got to get a short, get going.
That's the wrong microphone. What you heard was Joe Abisano.
53 double post. Go on, ready?
Now you heard Andy Kelly.
You'll see a double post up top.
And you'll see Bernard Holmes right there in motion. Kelly just tripped. And that'll be a cheap sack for number 32, the linebacker, Chris Pope.
Yes, but we talked about them having aggressive style defense and attacking on the defensive line. And he tripped, but that defensive line got through there and got to Andy real quick. They will attack the defensive line. They will attack the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Let's go Z to right. 51 Dino. On, ready?
It's 2nd and 14. Holmes in motion. And in and out of the hands of Jake Hofert.
Well, if you watch the middle of your screen, they're playing aggressive football. You see where he jammed him, and he jammed him all the way down the field to Dennis Robinson. Just made a great defensive play. If you look at the top of your screen, you see the jam in the middle, and then Dennis Robinson. These guys are jumping routes. They're jumping routes. They're playing aggressive and physical.
Burks in motion on 3rd and 14. There's a first down. Number 9 is Jake Hofert. In his 3rd year in arena football, and a young man who almost died a year and a half ago in a snowmobiling accident. And he ran a good route. Kelly made a perfect throw.
Right, and it's a combination route. You see the crossing route. Bernard Holmes wide open on the underneath pass also, but he comes wide open on the deep square end.
And so, with 3:53 remaining in the first quarter, the Desperados trailing 7-0, but first down at the New Jersey 22. Holmes in motion. Burks. And Dennison Robinson laid him out pretty quickly after the catch. One thing it looks like, Michael, about Diallo Burks is that he's going to catch it if he can get near it.
Yes, and also the way the Gladiators are playing, he'll probably take some hits. He was the slot receiver right there. It's just quick. And you see Dennis Robinson coming over to make a hit on him, who was playing the lower receiver. They're running combination coverages, and it's a zone coverage. 2nd and 3, Burks in motion. And that is Patrice Alexander, the fullback, on a misdirection. And it's a first down and goal, Desperados. That is a trick play in this league. Yeah, trick play, I don't know. It was a great play. It was very smart by Coach Tom Luganville to set Diallo Burks in motion to pick that corner block, You watch it. I need to talk to Diallo and let them know that they really don't pay for these blocks. That was a good block, though. You see him get the guy out. Give Patrice Alexander some room to run.
You need to be a good influence, not a bad influence. 1st and goal at the 8. It's going to be Holmes in motion. A flag down as Burks caught it around the 3.
Flag may be against the Gladiators. Or either a pick play. It may be a pick play, like I saw a pick play there if you watch the bottom of your screen.
24 in the offense. Offensive pass interference. 10 yards, previous spot. Still first down.
Or it might be against the Desperados.
That's exactly what it was, Brad. He's got called offensive pass interference, which was a pick play. They were trying to sneak off a pick play. If you watch Bernard Holmes, when he come in, right there, he makes the pick, and Diallo Burks wide open. It's a great play, but he needs to look like he's running a route. He looked like he was running a pick, and that'll get called every time.
So instead of a touchdown, it is first down and goal at the 18 for Andy Kelly, number 8. Burks in motion. And he went short to Holmes for only about a 3-yard gain. It looked like early, it's so easy when you're sitting fairly close as we are today, and with so few players on the field, to see the route unfold. It looked like earlier in the route he had Burks right there.
Right here, Burks over down. But they're running combination routes, where you run 2 deep and 1 short. If it don't look open deep, then you come down to the short guy, which is the outlet guy. He went to Bernard Holmes, and as we talked about, this is a physical group. You see the hit Bernard Holmes took on the sideline.
Second and goal at the 15. Burks in motion. For Hofford. What a great catch for Jake Hofford. What a great catch.
That was a great catch. And we were just talking about combination routes. You will see Andy Kelly pump the short route that made the combination coverage they're running, slow the outside guy up, and down low right here. Watch him pump that route. You see that guy jump that route right there as he pumped it, and down low left him wide open for the touchdown. He made a great catch. That was a great throw by Andy Kelly.
It is Jake Hofford's first touchdown catch of the year. And number 6, Jason Wells, is the Desperados kicker in his second year in arena football. He was with San Jose last year. And the game is tied with 26 seconds remaining to be played in quarter number 1. It is the Dallas Desperados 7 and the New Jersey Gladiators 7 in New Jersey.
The House of Blues Music Festival, red hot, with the Robert Cray Band, plus Buddy Guy, I just want to make love, Jimmy Vaughn, plus John Mayhall and the Blues Breakers. Saturday, May 4th at Smirnoff Music Center. Here come the Blues. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster or charge at 214-373-8000. Saturday, May 4th, the House of Blues Music Festival.
Anytime's a good time for an incredible value. Morning, noon, or night, you can get one of our delicious, mouth-watering breakfasts. Just cross on over to IHOP for a world-famous breakfast at an irresistible $2.99. Come in now for IHOP's Country Griddle Cakes, served with grilled ham, eggs, and hash browns in our country breakfast platters, starting at just $2.99 weekdays. Anytime's a good time for IHOP.
Well, Kid Coyote and the Desperado Dancers invite you to get your season tickets to the Dallas Desperados. There's Kid, and there's the Dancers, and there's the phone number, 972-785-4900. Season ticket packages start as low as $35, and you can't beat that. So come on, call. I don't think Kid will be there to talk to you, because he doesn't talk, but you want to be in on the action when the Desperados start their home season next week. Wells kick. Oh, that's about perfect. That's a touchback right underneath the piping of the net. And so on a touchback, the New Jersey Gladiators, with 20.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, will start at their 5-yard line.
You must enjoy, like I enjoy, the games within the games, the combination coverages and the combination routes that we're experiencing today. Tom Luganville did a great job. And I think here Will McClay must respond with an aggressive style on defense.
Well, you said last possession for New Jersey that you thought the corners were giving too much cushion. So let's see what happens now. McDonough is the New Jersey quarterback, and they won't get this play run. Well, I guess they're going to give them the play to Horacek at about the 13-yard line, even though the horns sounded, it seemed, before the ball was snapped. But that's the end of the first quarter at the Continental Airlines Arena in New Jersey. The Desperados and the New Jersey Gladiators are tied 7-7 at the end of one.
Who said football ends in January? The Dallas Desperados are here. In your face action, non-stop excitement, family entertainment. Get your Dallas Desperados season tickets now. Call 972-785-4900. Spread the word.
Play it to the max. Oh, yeah. Come on and spin it. Oh, yeah. Take it to the top.
Oh, yeah. Play the Total Rewards Game of Life $1 million giveaway at Harris. Just use your Total Rewards card and you could be a millionaire. Also, enter for a chance to drive away in a brand new Lexus May 19th. Plus, the chance to win cash and prizes and drawings every Saturday, only at Harris Shreveport. And don't forget to play the Game of Life video slots, now at Harris.
You know you gotta get to Harris. Oh, yeah.
At the end of one, it is Dallas 7 and New Jersey 7. The Gladiators scored first, and Joe Avizano, who is undefeated as a head coach in the Arena Football League, getting some words from Brian Zettler, the trainer, and knows that his team has to be a little sharper this week, Michael, because probably, as we mentioned up top, the team they're playing is maybe a little better than the team they played last week, although the Carolina Cobras won their game this weekend, but certainly Joe had his team ready to play last week.
Right, and if he wants to remain undefeated, he must step up on defense, and they must play a more aggressive style on defense. Right now, Joe Avizano, and rightfully so, respecting the Gladiators' offense, respecting Horacek, but I think respecting them a little too much. You must get up and say, beat me, and not allow them to just beat you.
MetLife Services brings you this injury update. Let's go down to Julie Cash. Julie?
Thanks, Brad. We've got an injury report on number 40, Corky Martin. He sprained his right ankle. They're questionable whether he's going to come back or not. He looks a little sore over there, so we'll just hopefully pray for the best and hope that he comes back in. We'll let you know more as we have it. Thanks.
Julie, thank you very much. And Corky Martin got hurt at the backup fullback. I didn't even see that happen. First down for New Jersey. A second and short, I beg your pardon. And McDonough rolling out. Oh, finding a first down at the 21 of Dallas. The catch made by Alvin Ashley, number 6, in front of number 3, Adrian Lunsford.
And that play did a great job at jamming Horacek down low. You see him looking for Horacek. Then he's got to go up top. But they let Alvin Ashley get away in front of Lunsford.
7-7. We're just underway in the second quarter. McDonough threw 6 touchdown passes in their loss last week. There's a little quick screen to Horacek. And a great block from Williams. And a touchdown, New Jersey.
Horacek is a dangerous receiver, Brad. Of course, McDonough looking again. Nobody's on top of him. He's giving him the room. And when he gets the ball, like I say, he was Offensive Player of the Year in 2000. You do not give that kind of guy with that kind of ability, that kind of room. If you do, you will get that kind of a result.
Steve Viditek is the kicker for the Gladiators. And for the second time today in 2 possessions, New Jersey has scored a touchdown. They now lead the Desperados 14-7 in the second quarter.
52 weeks of groundbreaking originals every Sunday. Huge Hollywood hits every day. The HBO Max Pack is the ultimate entertainment choice available on digital cable from AT&T Broadband. Get HBO for award-winning and acclaimed originals, and Cinemax for exclusive big Hollywood premieres. Get multiple channels of HBO and Cinemax when you order AT&T Digital Cable and the HBO Max Pack. Call AT&T Broadband now to receive a free installation to Digital Gold with the HBO Max Pack. Plus, get $10 off each month for 6 months.
Imagine owning this gorgeous dream home with all these features for only $379 a month. Right now, Pleasant Homes has this 5-bedroom, 3 full bath, 2,000 square foot manufactured home for an incredible $379 a month. And with their Energy Star plan, they'll pay your electric bill for 1 full year free. Hurry, this offer ends this weekend. Call toll-free 1-877-48-HOUSE now for this 5-bedroom, 3 full bath manufactured home for only $379 a month. That's 1-877-48-HOUSE.
The home opener for the Desperados next Saturday, May 4th, 7:30 p.m. And we invite you to come out to the American Airlines Center and enjoy an arena football game with your family. Call 972-785-4900 or log on to DallasDesperados.com. The Los Angeles Avengers are the opposition next week. Right now, the Desperados, who held Carolina without a touchdown on 2 first-half possessions and 3 more in the second half last week. Actually, without a score. They held them without a touchdown 4 times in the first half last week. They've given up 2 touchdowns. And Viditek's kick.
Got it.
That's a touchback. That went right under the crossbar, although Adrian Lunsford was down there trying to do something with it. So from the 5-yard line, they'll have a 1st and 10, and we'll listen in offensively to Andy Kelly and offensive coordinator Tom Luginbill. So it'll be, we'll listen in on them next time. 1st down from the 5, Lunsford in motion. Burks caught that, and Michael, he had a defender, Dennison Robinson, hanging all over him.
Right up.
Z to right, 32 stack.
It's right up on him.
Here we go. Let's go Z to right, 32 stack, X go. Owen, ready?
Let's go. Looks like they're going to take their chances up the field. They're playing so aggressive.
2nd down 5 at the Dallas 10. Lunsford in motion.
There you go, Troy. There you go.
And that ball hit Adrian Lunsford in the hands, but the defender was right there, Jeroy Johnson, number 5.
It looks like he took Andy Lunsford, took his eyes off the ball. See Andy Kelly, he just drops back and make the quick throw out to the top of to the left of your screen. It seems to me that Andy Kelly kind of had his mind made up even before the play developed, because if down below, I thought he had the receiver wide open, Jake Hofer.
So it is 3rd and 5. Pump fake for Kelly for Hofer. What a catch! And that flag should be on Dennison Robinson for interference.
It was definitely on Dennison Robinson. He tried to grab him, but Jake Hofer just, he ran right through his hand. If you look at you'll try to see him on the top of your screen. Look at the fake pump. And as the fake goes on, he slowed him down. And that was just a great layout by Jake Hofer. You see the fake, the pump, it held everybody in the secondary. And that's a great catch. That's a great catch on any level, in any league, in any game.
Jake Hofer only caught 1 ball last week in Carolina.
X whip slant. Owen, ready? 33.
1st and goal, Desperados at the 5. Kelly for Burks.
Touchdown.
What was that, Michael? What was the result of that play?
You must let me call a few touchdowns.
You just call. I tell you what, we'll make you a deal. Anyone that 88 catches.
All right, you're right. This is a great move. Like we say, they're aggressive, an aggressive group on defense. And Diallo Burks comes in. He gives a great move. You see that handover swim move, and Andy Kelly just lays it up. He runs up under it. and it was a touchdown.
Set up by that great catch on the deep ball to Hofer. Now here's Wells for the extra point, and motion. It looked like it came from 99 Otis Moore, who is a veteran of the Arena League of 9 years, but of course he's going to blame Tom Briggs.
Grossman, 56 on the defense. After distance to the goal, still on the PAT.
And if it was 56, then it was none of the above, because that's Dwayne Sabb, who actually played for the New England Patriots for a couple of years. That may be a name with which you're more familiar.
And Andy Kelly, who did a great job last week with the hard count. And I was surprised I have not seen it yet. I think they'll get back to it here, but that was Kubiak, of course, an extra point.
Kubiak the holder for Jason Wells. And the game is tied at 14 with 10:52 remaining to be played in the second quarter. Andy Kelly's second touchdown pass of the day has tied it at 14.
Inside every Hawk store are Dish Network Satellite and Singular Wireless and ADT Home Security and Dancing Girls. Well, not really, but Hawk does have mobile entertainment systems that'll blow your mind as well as your ears. So come on in. Sign up for Singular service with Hawk, and we'll give you a hands-free car kit that works without an earpiece. This free kit is a $150 value, and Hawk professionals can even install it in your car right at the store. This is a time-limited offer, so hurry.
Call 730-HAWK.
Folks, we hope you'll come out to a Dallas Desperados game this season. Kid Coyote will be there. You can get your season tickets by calling that number right there, 972-785-4900, or you can log on to DallasDesperados.com. Yeah, fix yourself up there, kid, and have a seat. Wait for those phone calls to come in, and don't forget, the season opener against Los Angeles for Joe Avizano's team is coming up next weekend. And right now, Joe just wants to see the intensity that he saw from his team last week against Carolina. And they seem to have it, Michael, on offense. They need a stop now.
And that's the key to this game, Brad. And Joe, he knows that you must get at least 2 or 3 stops in the course of the game.
So Wells kicking it away, and a leaping nab made by George Williams. They better run him down at the 15-yard line. 18, George Williams, who is playing in this league for the first time after playing in Arena 2.
I like what I saw just then. I saw Bernard Holmes, who, as he's coming in to make the tackle, he put that big hand up and tried to squat the ball free. And that's, I was surprised. I thought I'll see more of that. I know Joe picked a lot of that up. We used to do it in practice all the time. That was one of Jimmy Johnson's main rules, that you squat after every ball and try to create turnovers. And in this league, is very important.
So from the Gladiators 15, McDonough trying that quick screen again to Horacek, and this time number 7, Lamar Grant. Did he pull the ball out, or did he get out of bounds first?
I think they're calling it down.
In any case, Lamar Grant, number 7 for the Desperados, made a good play.
On the replay, Barry, you'll tell it's the same play he scored the touchdown on.
Down at the out-of-bounds spot.
It's the same play they scored the touchdown on. And what they're saying, if you're not going to put anybody on our number 1 receiver, we'll just stand up and toss him the ball.
Last time, though, number 18, George Williams, got a great block out in front of him, and this time Lamar Grant, number 7 for the Desperados, kept that from happening. So it will be a 2nd down and 10. They ruled that the ball on the fumble hit the line and went out of bounds. So it's 2nd and 10. McDonough. Oh, he's got his man all alone And that receiver is Dennison Robinson. He got wide open in the middle of the field before he was stopped.
Let air circulate so the handle stays cool. A Master Mechanic 10-gallon shop vac from True Value Hardware stores, who combine value and personal service in over 5,000 locations nationwide.
Game Show Network, a winner every 30 minutes, guaranteed.
Get ready to match the stars. From the Love Boat, Fred Grandy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, former Miss World, Marjorie Wallace, Gary Crosby, and from Harper Valley PTA, Fannie Flagg, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your exuberance. Thank you very much. You're a dandy bunch. Now let's welcome Allison Ross and Jim Clippo. Let's get acquainted with these two nice people. Jim, please tell us about yourself.
Hi, Gene. I live up on the high desert in Lancaster, California.
Yeah?
And I manage a racquetball club and fitness center up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have two sons, Jimmy and Jared. And my wife, Tina, is here rooting for me in the audience. And my mother in Rochester, New York, is rooting for me, too, Marion.
All right. Where's Tina?
Tina's
Raise
right
your
down
hand.
there with the big smile.
Hello there. Okay.
And the
She's
wet
rooting.
palms.
Good luck to you, Jim. Allison, please tell us about you.
Okay, I'm here on holiday from London, England, where I work as a professional dog walker.
Professional dog walker?
Dog walker, yeah.
How many dogs you walk at one time?
Oh, name a number.
6?
Okay, 6.
6. She's easy, isn't she? Yeah.
Okay.
How about going out tonight?
Okay,
6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Okay.
7 o'clock.
7
okay.
o'clock. All right. See? Nothing
Fine.
to it.
Okay.
Are these all different sizes and breeds of dogs?
Yes.
Is it difficult?
No, it's very, very easy. Lots of fun, lots of exercise.
Have you ever been bitten?
No.
Not by a dog, anyway.
How long are you going to be here on holiday?
I'm going to be here for about another 10 days.
Aha. All right. Good luck. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Let's begin by asking Jim to make a selection here, A or B?
A, Gene.
A. All right. You got it. At the hospital. The musician said, "Some bully hit me over the head with my instrument. What made it so painful is I play the blank." At the hospital, the musician said, "Some bully hit me over the head with my instrument. What made it so painful is I play the blank."
The bass violin.
Bass violin.
Shut up.
Wait a minute, I think they have a point.
The bass violin is this tall and about this fat, and if you took it and hit somebody over the head with it, it would be very painful, now wouldn't it?
Okay, audience, that would hurt, right? But what would hurt more than that is a piano.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that would hurt, boy. You're right. All right.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
A piano
you
would-
left the piano, you idiot. Bass fiddle, my dog.
Yeah.
A piano.
That's 2 of those and 1 bass violin. All right, let's see what Marjorie has. What made it so painful is I play the.
I want a hat like Charles's.
You do?
Yes.
All
Maybe
right.
we can arrange that, sweetheart.
You think you can arrange it? The trouble is, he'd give it to you, but if he took it off, it'd be a little chilly.
Wrong.
Did they miss the shot, or did they get the shot?
They got it.
No, never. You got the shot. Good. Thank you.
You're just jealous because yours is soldered on.
It'll be on the Christmas. If he left the hat off, you see, you wouldn't need as much light here. The reflection is so terrific. All right, yes, Charles was up very late last night. He hosted a thing at downtown at...
A gala, not a thing, a gala.
A gala.
A gala?
The word is pronounced gala. A big party for the New York City Opera Company.
And my toupee was very tired.
Right. Honoring Beverly Sills. And so he didn't get home until all hours of this morning. I've forgotten what the heck we're doing here. Some bully hit me over the head with my instrument. What made it so painful is I play the blank.
The piano.
The piano.
I love a piano.
An audience who digs pain will like this answer. See, I went for metal. I went for heavy metals, yes.
Heavy metal.
The tuba.
The tuba.
Great. Tuba. That is a
They don't look like they're in pain.
Love them. They're
Love them, too. I'm so bored with Charles. Offer this, offer that. Friends in the opera, friends in the opera. I know Minnie Pearl. I said, and this would be a headache. He got hit in the head with the Hammond organ.
A Hammond organ.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Allison. You know, Allison, you are of another culture. Some of these may need some explaining to you, but and if you don't understand, why, make an appointment and I'll explain them to you. Larry the Lover is really popular. No.
Not exactly the Norman Tabernacle Choir, are they?
No, it's a C minus, I would say, yeah. So many girls want to go out with him at the same time, he had to make Xerox copies of his blank. If you don't finish soon, Harvard's going to request you return the diploma. All right.
I never took it with me anyway.
Larry the Lover is really popular, Allison. So many girls want to go out with him at the same time, he had to make Xerox copies of his blank.
Telephone number.
Telephone number. Good. Look at that sweet young thing. You knew she'd say telephone number, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I don't think she said telephone number, but it wasn't the answer. I give it all. Body.
Body. Xerox copies of his body.
Creep, you dared to attack my answer, and you came up with body?
You know what she said?
What?
Don't you?
Show him what you said.
Charles says this is the Sports Answer Award of the Year.
The Vin Scully Prize.
Vin Scully Prize?
Batting average.
What a great answer!
To make Xerox copies of his batting
I don't understand those macho questions.
Is this show closed captioned for her? I mean, can she understand all the answers?
Oh.
Very good.
Yes.
His French kiss.
Had to make Xerox copies of his French kiss. I think that's very good.
I think
oh, these are... This is an interesting answer, but sweet little Allison Ross over there, she said telephone number.
Copies of his...
Kisses. Aha.
See, that girl's problem is she's logical. See, that she's picked an answer that made sense. Chops. Lips. Lippers. Lips.
All right.
They all stink.
Boom me, hiss me, scream me.
Nothing.
You have to wait long for that.
All right, Miss Fanny, welcome back.
I'm not here.
Hey, the phone's ringing somewhere.
Isn't that the phone rings when you're on the air?
Yeah, phone's ringing while we're in the air. Somebody forgot
Get
to turn
my
the
kid,
button.
I'm not here.
Right.
Well, actually, I've been to London. I know all about those people, and I even know Tanner Grimes. But my answer was, I thought I was going to say schedule.
Schedule.
But
The
she did.
Xerox copies of the schedule, of course. Quite logical,
The only answer I
There
like
we
was
are at the end of round one. 1-0 in Jim's favor. Round two coming up in a moment. Now this for you.
Picasso, Van Gogh, Montalban.
Tooth Angel. Tooth Fairy. That's it. You got it.
Win, lose, or draw today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern only on Game Show Network.
Credit cards can be a mixed blessing. Great when you're short on cash. But then making all those monthly payments can keep you short of cash. If you're a homeowner who'd like to consolidate debt and lower your monthly payments by up to $500 or more, call AmeriQuest Mortgage. It's hassle-free because you'll work with one loan advisor from start to finish. A dedicated local professional who will complete your paperwork for you in person or over the phone. Get back to you quickly on how much you qualify for, and always treat you like more than a number in a credit report. To cut your monthly payments by up to $500 or more and get the money you want, call AmeriQuest now at 1-800-324-4959 or go to yourmore.com. That's 1-800-324-4959. AmeriQuest, the company that knows you are more.
Has the hassle of dealing with diabetes affected your quality of life? If you have Medicare, call Maxwell Medical now and see how to get your diabetes testing supplies delivered free right to your door. That's right. Medicare now covers the cost of diabetic testing supplies even if you're not on insulin. With Medicare and a supplement, you can pay little or nothing to test your blood sugar often. And best of all, there's no upfront out-of-pocket cost. And we do all the paperwork for you. Keep your diabetes under control and live the good life. Maxwell Medical will make it simple by billing Medicare and your insurance directly. You could save hundreds of dollars a year. Maxwell Medical gives you peace of mind with no upfront cost, absolutely no risk, no paperwork, delivered free, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Maxwell Medical. We're working hard at making your life easier. Call 1-800-859-2713. That's 1-800-859-2713. Call now. 1-800-859-2713.
I thought I had it all, but then I lost my job and everything fell apart. But then I called Garden State Credit. Garden State Credit helped me get my life back together. Now my future looks pretty bright. Come here, girl.
Garden State is a non-profit agency that works with your creditors to make an affordable payment plan for all your bills.
Thanks, Garden State.
Get your bills together and call now for your free consultation. Call 1-800-99-BILLS.
All right, here we go to round two. And, Jim, you're ahead. You have to go first.
A, Jim. A.
Who let him out of the cage? Herb said, that jeweler is really dumb. A slight improvement, but still not in unison.
You're going to have him in riot out there.
Right. He just tried to cut a diamond with a blank. Jeweler's really dumb. Tried to cut a diamond with a blank. Here we go, Jim. Herb said, that jeweler is really dumb. He just tried to cut a diamond with a blank.
With an ice pick.
With an ice pick.
Now, wait a minute. That's a very good answer because diamonds are very often called ice.
That's right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
I didn't say it, though. I said butter knife.
Butter. Butter knife. Marvelous. Hello.
Being close to opera as I am.
Yes, of course.
Manicuring scissor.
Manicuring scissor. I'd like to thank you for asking Joanna Simon to call me after the party last night. I was sound asleep at 3:45 when she called. That party went on all night, didn't it?
We opera people never stop.
Right, I know it. All right, Marjorie, just try to cut a diamond with a...
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Not easy to do.
No, very tough.
I matched somebody. I matched Fred. Butter knife.
Butter knife.
They love that. Look, they love butter knife. That group likes butter knife.
Jim says ice pick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's just tough luck.
Oh, honey, we can't room together anymore.
All right, Charles, what opera? La Donna Mobile, a la Silicaga. She don't even know.
Pearls of Minnie.
You got it. I said he cut it with a pair of squizzers.
Pair of squizzers, all right. Now, Allison, here we are at the end of the game practically. This is the last question, last round. He's ahead 1-0, means you need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Bill said, I'll never fly on El Cheapo Airlines again. All the way to Chicago, we stopped every 3 miles for blank.
love my answer so.
I adore it.
You know why they take so long?
Why?
It's because the camera stays on it.
Oh, I see. The camera hogs, are they?
Who's that? What's she muttering
The
about?
upper tier. Allison Ross, listen to me now. Bill said I'll never fly on El Cheapo Airlines again. All the way to Chicago, we stopped every 3 miles for blank.
To refuel?
For fuel. All right.
Well, I think I've caught on, Mr. Rayburn.
You've got the idea.
Petrol.
Petrol,
Precious
yeah. Boy, you got it.
I think I've got the hang of it now.
You got the hang of it, by Jove. All right.
Oh, gas.
Aha! That wins the game. What the rest again? Hold them up. New rubber band is birdseed. Birdseed. Come on down here, Allison. Now, we'll say goodbye to Jim but not permanently, just temporarily, because you will be back for game number 2 a little bit later. So we'll see you later, Jim. Right there in the blue dot, if you would, please. How do you feel?
Nervous.
Really? What can I do to calm you down?
Cuddle.
Cuddle? All right. We'll do the rest of it this way.
Okay.
Here we go, Allison. We polled the studio audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. What's it say?
Color by.
Color by blank. All right.
Okay.
Is that it? Okay.
Fred.
Color by number.
Color by number. Marcy looks like she has an answer.
Charles.
Color by deluxe.
All right.
A real winner if I
Marjorie.
ever heard one.
Color by Technicolor.
Color by Technicolor. I have color by Technicolor, color by deluxe, and color by number. You know what that is?
Yes,
Those
we
pictures.
have that too.
Oh, you do?
They're
Color
just
by
across
number.
the Atlantic. They're not necessarily backward, you know.
Color by number. You sure you want that?
Yes.
Yes.
Wouldn't
You're
be
still
my
feeling
choice.
nervous?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Well, let's go on with it now. Color by number is what we want. Shall we look at the $100 response? Color by Technicolor. Marjorie said that. Color by number. Let's see if it's on the next one, please. Color by Kodak. No, it looks good for you.
Yep.
Yeah. I think you're going to get it. May we see the big one, please? By Joe, she's got it. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Greg Davian, go and get a little tip. Still feeling nervous? Oh, well, of course, we've got to get it. We'll do a little message for America. Hurry back. We may still be in the same position.
Hey, Billy Mays here for Orange Glow. Wood cleaner and polish. Discover the secret of pure orange oil. It cleans, it polishes, and helps protect all at the same time. Use it on different types of wood, like cherry, oak, maple, and walnut. Wood dries out. Orange Glow helps keep it looking new. It puts down an invisible shield that helps protect your wood from water spots and stains. Orange Glow leaves a smooth surface and a lustrous shine. Other cleaners don't always cut the grease. Orange Glow wipes away this grease pencil without damaging the surface. When you call, you'll get not 1, but 2 bottles of our Orange Glow. We'll also include a bottle of our multi-purpose cleaner, Orange Clean. You get all this, not $20, only $12.99. Here's how to order.
Call now, and for only $12.99, you get not 1, but 2 16-ounce bottles of the Orange Glow Wood Cleaner, 1 22-ounce bottle of the Multipurpose Cleaner, 1 cleaning sponge. Call 1-800-504-2211.
This is an important notice. Diabetic and respiratory patients. Great news. If you're a diabetic or respiratory patient on Medicare, your testing supplies and respiratory medications are covered. Plus, receive free home delivery, no upfront payments, and no insurance forms.
Not only do I receive my diabetic testing supplies shipped to my door, but now I receive my hemoglobin A1C test and respiratory medication.
If you're on Medicare or have private insurance, find out how you may receive your supplies at no cost to you.
Call 1-800-892-4488.
Attention, diabetics.
If you have Medicare, you may now receive your diabetic testing supplies at no cost to you, even if you are not using insulin. New rules will allow all diabetics with Medicare to receive their testing supplies from United States Medical. No out-of-pocket cost, no insurance forms to fill out, and prompt delivery direct to your home every month. HMOs do not qualify. Call us at 1-800-787-6331.
Oh, here, let me help you. Oh, here, let me help you.
Friend or Foe, starting June 3rd only on Game Show Network.
Do you cross here often?
Here we are. Now, she's still a little nervous, so I'm comforting her.
That's how I see it.
She's won the $500, means the least she'll play for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. However, she's going to spin the wheel, and if she gets a lucky spin of the star wheel, she'll double it and play for $10,000. So let's go back to the wheel now.
Okay, is she going to release
Jane.
enough to grab the wheel or what?
Yes.
Jane,
What?
would you remind the audience that Lolita is on the Late Late Show again tonight?
There you go. You can reach that. Step right up there, and we'll all root for a double. Here we go. That's as close as you can get and miss it. Anyway, you're playing for $5,000 with Gary, a good player, and good luck to you, my dear. Here it is.
Wonderful price for the opera.
Blank device. D-E-V-I-C-E. Blank device. Now, Gary's ready. And we'll call on you, if you're ready, to match him. That's the whole idea. If you do that, you get $5,000. What would you fill in with that blank there, in that blank to match him?
Oh, not very good, but electrical device.
Electrical device. Well, that's not bad. What did you say,
Good
Gary?
answer. Good answer. I'm sorry, I said timing device.
A timing device.
A lot of choices, boy.
It is
What's
an
another
electrical
one?
device, but...
What's another one? Safety device is another good one.
Good, good device.
A good device, right.
A bad device.
You have $500, and you're going to play game number 2, and we'll bring your opponent, Jim, back out here and get that going right now. Welcome back, Jim. If you're all set, we'll have a go at game number 2 right now, and you go first.
B, Gene.
B, all right? Here's a match game riddle. How do you get a baby to make a funny face? Answer, put a blank in his diaper. You know about that.
Here's an answer. Dan went to Harvard, you know. Mine just works like
Here we go, Jim. A match game riddle. How do you get a baby to make a funny face? The answer, put a blank in his diaper.
Well, I think you'd probably put a plug in his diaper. That would make him have a funny face.
Very funny.
Ooh.
I
AC
see
or
you're
DC?
continuing your winning ways there. A plug in his diaper. Well,
That's a fabulous answer.
yes.
It is.
Well, he would make a funny face. It'd take a day or two, but he'd...
Not necessarily.
No, and I guess with babies, no.
I have 2 of my own children.
Yes.
Corky and White Shadow. And what I like to do when they were babies was creep in and get in the diaper themselves, a grown-up.
Put a grown-up in the
Right.
diaper. Aha. Boom. All right. What do you got there?
put a comedian in this diaper.
Oh, my God. Plug's looking better and better, isn't it?
Yes, right.
Once more, I don't care for the question.
Yes. Yes?
Yes. Is there an answer to that?
I
Yes.
chose, well, why I chose this is because it was featured as the main balloon in the last Thanksgiving Day parade, which is, the Macy's have done, I'm so proud of them, a wonderful job.
Oh, Lord.
Frog.
Frog is good. A frog is good. because it's within the realm of reality, and it's only about this big, and you could slip it in there, and he'd jump around there, and the kid would go, no.
Well, I guess you've never had any children, have you? He wouldn't do that at all. He'd scream his little head off in terror and fright.
No, the kid might like it.
The dumbest...
I put a baby duck up my brother's pajama leg once.
The person who wrote that question has no children.
All right, who wrote the question, Marcia? You didn't write it? Who wrote it?
Nobody
wrote it.
Nobody wrote it.
Yeah, none of the writers will own up to it. What do you got here?
Well, continuing this downward spiral. A rattlesnake. But you get it? See, rattle, you know, rattles for
Rattle,
babies.
all babies have rattles.
And I thought a snake would kind of make him squirm a little.
Right, this is non-venomous, of course.
I'm a nice person, aren't I?
Yes. Oh, right.
I figured you could elicit at least a grin out of him with a can of aerosol shave cream. That might get it.
Aerosol shave cream. That's good.
I think I got a fan club out there, but I'm not sure.
How do you get a baby to make a funny face? The answer, put a blank in his diaper.
Well, I thought and thought and thought. I said this would do it. Whiz bomb.
A whiz bomb. Well, now let's see what we have for you, Alice. What? You want to do a commercial? Oh, all right. Let's do a commercial. Do a commercial. Thank you.
Cheerleaders. The person that sold me this hair.
Talk radio host.
Who do you want to see fall down a hole? Russian Roulette coming June 3rd only on Game Show Network.
What's up, Mr. Foster? I go in for a PC, I come out with a migraine. You ask for this, all they have is that. Makes your head spin.
Well, your computer quandary is easily solved by the folks at Dell. Just call or go online. They'll help you figure it out, so you know what you're getting and what you're getting it for.
So none of this?
Nope, just the perfect PC for you at the right price for you.
Oh, I'm feeling better already.
Good.
Steven, isn't this your father's car?
No.
Right now, a complete Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor delivering performance where you need it most is just $699. And why wait? Because for a limited time, you can get free shipping. There's great deals on notebooks, too.
You're gonna say it, aren't you?
Oh, he knows.
Easy to buy, easy to own, easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Important news for diabetics. Are you tired of running out of your diabetic and respiratory supplies, making unnecessary trips to the pharmacy, laying out upfront cash, and bogged down with complicated insurance forms? Let Nation's Diabetic Services help you with free delivery of all your supplies, one simple authorization form, and direct billing to Medicare and other insurance companies. It's one-stop shopping from the convenience of your home with no risks, no hassles, and little or no cost to you. Call toll-free at 1-888-657-8427.
These cramps. Wrong time of the month to try on clothes.
I've got Tylenol. No way. I'm a complete menstrual case. For strong relief from cramps, plus bloating and fatigue.
You need Midol. And a good pair of sweatpants.
What do I want in a Glade plug-in? Well, it'd be fresh. What about a nightlight? A bright one that goes off when you don't need it and doesn't block my outlets. Perfect.
Introducing Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet Nightlight, the only one that freshens, brightens, and doesn't block your outlets.
Now that's a bright idea.
Plug in the new Extra Outlet Nightlight. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Mrs. Brady, Mrs. Partridge, Mrs. Whammy? It's the mother of all game shows on Saturday, May 11th. See your favorite moms on great game shows, plus a very special Mother's Day edition of Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck, featuring Dharma's mom, Laura Ingalls' mom, and George Costanza's mom.
And this is what I say to the Whammy.
That's the mother of all game shows, Saturday, May 11th, from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight Eastern and Pacific. Oh, mama! Laughter is contagious as Ross Schaefer hosts the 90s version of Match Game next, followed by Let's Make a Deal and the $100,000 Pyramid.
Thank you all. You were just splendid. Wonderful. I'm Gene Rayburn. Join us next time for the Match Game. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive head-to-toe beauty appliances from Conair, a collection of quality personal care appliances. Conair offers you professional quality for use at home. Gino's Party Special Pizza with a crisp and tasty crust you can trust, plus the flavor shaker. Gino's in your grocer's freezer. From Kinney, a great selection of great American shoe styles. Kinney's got the look you want, America. That's why Kinney is the great American shoe store. Boratine was formulated for the big switch to warm water washing. Now for whiter, brighter, more stain-free wash, switch to Boratine. Jerry Redding Milk and Honey Salon at Home Complete Hair Care Styling System. Jerry Redding, a favorite of professional hairdressers for 20 years. STP's new Son of a Gun with Sunscreen, the only vinyl protector with exclusive sunscreen formula, shines brighter, protects longer, and leaves a fresh scent. And Bright cleans and shines no wax floors without wax. So for a beautiful dynamite no wax shine, nothing shines brighter than Bright.
Thank heavens Classic Hollywood Squares has arrived tonight at 8:30 Eastern.
Production. Program is edited for broadcast.
It's General Hospital Week on Match Game. He's Dr. Alan Quartermain on General Hospital, Stuart Damon. She's Tracy Quartermain on General Hospital, Jane Elliott. He's Dr. Anthony Jones on General Hospital, Brad Mall. From Mama's Family, Vicki Lawrence Schultz. Match Game's own, Charles Nelson Riley. And from the Hogan family, Edie McClure. As we play the all-new, star-studded Match Game. And here's the star of Match Game, Ross Schaefer.
Thank you all. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Well. You didn't eat that apple yet, did you?
No, I haven't eaten my apple yet, but I will.
Now, we're going to talk, I want to talk about a new movie that you have coming out.
Yes.
It is called?
Curly Sue,
Uh-huh.
a John Hughes movie, the guy who made Ferris Bueller, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and
Right,
Home Alone,
right.
With Jim Belushi and Kelly Lynch. And I'm playing wonderful secretary Arvella Norvis.
Arvella?
Arvella Norvis.
We'll watch that. Now, also, those of you who are tuning in, because you know that this is General Hospital Week, Jane and Stuart play the Quartermain brother and sister. But you hate each other, it seems, on that show.
Well,
could you give us just a little sample
Yeah.
of what you do?
What we do on the show?
He's an idiot. He's a fool. I don't even want to have to talk to him.
Yeah,
Is that a sample?
Alan and Tracy never get along.
The only time we ever really get along, you see, the thing is, we're like a real family in terms that we always bicker and squabble, but if anybody ever insults our family from inside our family, then we both go at him.
Yeah, I can say whatever I want about him, but nobody else
Nobody
can.
else can.
Oh. But that's like real life.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly like real life.
Yeah.
Like real life.
But you get along nicely here. It's
We're
pleasant
friends.
to see- Yeah, you're friends. Fred, how are you?
Hi, great.
Let's be
Thank you very
friends.
much. That's me.
Okay. Fred, as we know, is a firefighter, and
Yes.
you got $1,250 from us yesterday.
Yes.
And we'll get some more. Marion, hi, how are you? Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Now, tell us about yourself, will you?
I'm Marion McMasters. I'm from San Diego, California, and I sell cosmetics and perfume.
Oh, you do? Good. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Ready to play match game?
I'm ready.
Good. Well, every correct match here is worth $50. The winner will keep his or her money and go on to play super match for a shot at $10,000. Here be Fred.
I'll choose A, please.
Okay.
Did you ever play that?
No.
Okay.
Gail. Gail said, you know, I think my obstetrician used to work for Domino's Pizza.
Oh, really?
Yep, he delivered my baby in 30 minutes, but it had blank on it.
You can just sit down with an idea in 3 weeks, have a full script written.
A full script in 3 weeks?
Yeah, he just goes and takes cat naps.
I did a John Hughes movie, too.
I did Some Kind of Wonderful.
All right, here we go. Gail said, I think my obstetrician used to be maybe a delivery driver for Domino's Pizza because he delivered it in 30 minutes, but it had something on it. What
Anchovies.
Anchovies. The baby, no anchovies. Stuart?
No answer. That's such a general answer. I mean, you know, it would mean exactly what's your favorite thing to put on pizza.
Sure, you got. Hey, game show fans, Game Show Network is giving away game show host collector cards. Get yours free with a $30 purchase only at Spencer Gift Stores, plus a $5 gift card good on your next visit to Spencer Gifts. For more details, go to our website or spencergifts.com. Offer ends May 22nd.
Show me what I'm looking for. All right, another $100 for a toothpick. A toothpick, Gary Barnes. Or a match, Gary. A match would be worth $100. He's got a match. He's reaching for it right now. And you're up to $200. Now show me, you don't have the toothpick, show me a comb. If you got a comb, you must have a, he's in the other pocket. He's not even looking inside the carpet bag. All right, and he came out of the back pocket with the comb, and that's $300.
Let's make a deal. This is Stephen Hayes, Monty Hall production.
It certainly is. And if you have an egg, I'll give you another $100. Have you got an egg? He says he thinks you might have an egg in there, which would make it $400.
From Television City in Hollywood, this is the $100,000 Pyramid. Today's special guest are Adrienne Barbeau and Don Galloway. Your host is Dick Clark.
Hey, thanks very much. Thank you, Charlie O'Donnell. The $100,000 Pyramid joining you, you joining us, whatever. We're happy to be together. It was an exciting week last week. Our special contestants won a lot of money, and hopefully they'll be back to visit with us again. We're back in the tournament play, the warm-up for the tournament, and that will take place starting a week from today, as a matter of fact. Adrienne, are you up to the battle?
Oh, yes.
Have you said hello to your new partner?
No.
Or you're not your new partner, she's your partner. You've not no other partners. Monica, is it Dobrin?
Dobrin,
Where are you from?
from Tucson, Arizona.
What brings you out here?
A class reunion and the pyramid.
Well, it's a good combination. The lady you're playing with, when was the first year you ever played this game?
Probably the first year you were in New York.
Well, that would have been 14, 15 years ago. You've had a little practice along
Yes.
the way, as we all have. Don Galloway, we welcome you back again, sir.
Nice to be here. I'm especially delighted to be here. Normally, my parole officer doesn't let me get this far from the valley, and it's great to be over here.
Yeah, it's nice to be free for
Yes,
a moment.
it is.
Debbie is your partner. She's a mother of three, and Debbie Seppian has won over 7,000. Do you know the exact amount?
7,650.
And?
Electric keyboard and a trip to Hawaii.
So far, so good.
Right.
May it be a lot more. I wish
Thanks.
your opponent the same good luck. Monica and Debbie, the winner's circle awaits you over here. We'll talk about how to get up to the top of that thing and win a lot of money in a moment. These are the subjects this Monday. Monkey business. It's overdue. Stand still. Iron it out. Captain Cook of Mice and Menthol. And Adrienne, you'll make the first choice, and the 7-Eleven will play in there somewhere.
Monica says she likes to cook. Let's go with Captain Cook.
Captain Cook. And it was a good choice because it's things associated with a chef.
Oh.
Things associated with a chef.
How simple.
Yeah. Ready. Go.
Not margarine, but...
Butter.
A type of radar range.
Is a stove.
Another word
microwave?
for yes. Curry is a...
Spice.
Bring water to a...
Boil.
Where Paris is.
In France.
You do this with cheese.
Chop or grate.
Yes. You flip eggs with the A
spatula.
That's all you can get. Didn't ask for any more. All right, Don Galloway, you've extra time there, an extra 30 seconds to look it over. What's it going to be?
We're going to take iron it out.
Iron it out, all right? You are to describe, Don, these things that can have wrinkles. Things that can have wrinkles. Ready, go.
This.
A skin.
Blow your nose on it.
Kleenex, tissue, hanky, handkerchief.
These are...
Socks.
On a stage, you have...
A platform, a curtain.
This is fruit. It's like a big raisin.
A prune, plum, prune.
All the stuff that you put on your bed, it's called bed.
Spread, linen.
Very fuzzy worm.
Caterpillar.
That's got it. A fuzzy worm. It's 7-Up.
What is a prune? I don't know what a prune is.
Is a dried
plum.
Dried plum.
Yeah.
That's all I
And
have
dried
to say.
grapes are raisins.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
That's what I said.
Dried grapes and raisins.
Where were you all back
Big
here?
raisin.
They're back there playing pinochle again. Adrian, I don't know what to do. Monica, what would you like?
We'll take monkey business.
Monkey business. All right, describe these words that begin with the letters M-O-N. These words begin with the letters M-O-N. Ready, go.
Okay, April is a...
Month.
Right. And Frankenstein was a...
Monster.
And one person alone. Johnny Carson gives a...
Monologue.
And he's a... he lives in a monastery.
A monk.
Yes. And when you have your things...
Monogram.
And in Canada, it's...
Montreal.
And the Washington...
Monument.
All right. Another perfect score. Boy, they're dropping a challenge on you, Debbie. There's a 7-Eleven left under It's Overdue, Stand Still, or of Mice and Menthol.
We're going to take Stand Still.
There is the one we're talking about.
Get this sucker.
You are to describe for your partner these things that can wobble, and if you get 7 out of 7, you'll win $1,100. Things that can wobble. Ready, go.
A little tiny.
Baby.
Right. You spin a little...
A top.
He does gymnastics in the circus.
An acrobat,
Right.
a clown.
A little cat is a...
Kitten.
You sail on a...
Boat.
You sit on a three-legged...
Stool.
Right. He rides the waves on a board.
A surfer.
Debbie Sepian just won $1,100.
Good grief.
Look at that score. It's 14-14. Good people take it to 21-21. The contestant who breaks the tie at that point wins a $5,000 bonus. Adrian?
The thing I like about Monica is she knows what she wants. It's overdue.
All right. See how well you do with this one. This doesn't look too tough. Things associated with a library.
A library.
Things associated with a library. Ready, go.
What you check out.
Books.
A college, the grounds.
Campus.
Yes. You dial 411
For information.
I'm going to not give, but take. I have to. If I lend you, you
Borrow.
Yes.
Be quiet, silence.
You do this to your nails.
You file.
I have to look this up in a
reference.
Yes.
21 points. We have a perfect game on one side. Okay, Don and Debbie, let's make it perfect on the other side. Then somebody picks up the 5,000 you're going to give.
Yes.
Describe these things associated with smoking. Things associated with smoking.
Me too.
They need 21. Ready, go.
It's what's in the cigarette.
Tobacco.
It hurts your...
Lungs.
You take a drag or
A puff.
the brown thing at the end.
A filter.
It's the drug in the cigarette.
Nicotine.
You do this one after the other. It's
Puff,
no.
drag,
It's when you do
chain
one.
smoke.
Right. Oh, it's very bad for you, or it's they have a caution
Harmful
sign. No,
to
they
your
have a
health.
caution sign.
Surgeon
It's-
General warning.
No, they have a caution sign at the end of at the side of the package that tells you it's very
Dangerous.
right.
Oh.
You scared me.
Let me try
Almost
once more.
didn't get it,
Harmful.
folks. We had every synonym for dangerous except the word dangerous. Get rid of the score. We're going to break the tie. Somebody's about to win $5,000. Don, words that begin with the letter E or the letter O.
E, please.
E it'll be, and Debbie, you're going to give?